What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. Now guys, today we are going to jump into Brian Michael Bendis' New Avengers. Now guys, this is us basically right now picking up after Avengers Disassemble, and this is Brian Michael Bendis putting together a new team, a new Avengers team. But guys, this is us also trying to basically wrap up or complete our Avengers reading order. And guys, this is the next story that we have to cover. And guys, this is us leading up to the House of M event, one of the 4 stories that we have to cover. Now guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please hit that like button and also subscribe. But guys, let's go ahead and dive into New Avengers Volume 1. Now guys, to begin our story, we do pick up with a classic super villain. Guys, we pick up with Electro. Now the thing is though guys, right now you have Electro talking to somebody in the shadows. Now we have no idea who is he talking to, but the thing is though guys, right now we are seeing Electro taking up a job to basically attack a certain building. The question is though, what building is he going to attack? Now we do jump over to Rikers Island, and the thing is though guys, we pick up with the Raft. Now guys, the Raft is basically this super villain prison. Anytime a superhero defeats a super villain, they go here to the Raft. Now the thing is though guys, right now you have Matt Murdock, Foggy Nelson, and Luke Cage arriving at the Raft, because right now they are going to meet up with one of their clients. Now at first we have no idea who this client is, but Matt Murdock came here to talk to his client. Now guys, this is basically kind of cool because you do have these 3 characters meet up with Jessica Drew. Now guys, Jessica Drew is Spider-Woman. But the thing is though guys, right now currently at this point in Marvel Comics, she was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. Now the thing is though guys, right now you have Jessica Drew kind of show Foggy Nelson, Matt Murdock, Luke Cage around the Raft. And the thing is though guys, we come to find out the Raft goes underwater. They have 8 floors, but it goes underwater. Starting from the surface level, you start to go down each floor underwater. Now guys, you do have Jessica Drew tell us that this prison is like basically heavily guarded, meaning that nobody can really break in that easily, but nobody can break out that easily either. Like this prison is heavily secured. Now the thing is though guys, as soon as she tells Foggy Nelson that, because right now he is freaking out about being in the Raft, that's when somebody attacks the Raft. Some kind of explosion happens at the Raft. Now we do jump over to Peter Parker, and right now you have Peter Parker at home with his wife Mary Jane, because again, back at this point in Marvel Comics, he was married to Mary Jane. Now the thing is though guys, of course when they're about to sit down and watch TV, that's when their power goes out. And with their power going out is Peter Parker changing into his Spider-Man outfit, going out there to see what in the world is going on. Now the thing is though guys, while he's wrestling to the Raft, of course there is a helicopter. Wow, I had a hard time saying that. A helicopter right now going to the Raft. Now the thing is though guys, you do have Peter Parker shoot a web to kind of get a free ride to the Raft by the helicopter. Now the thing is though guys, inside the helicopter is Captain America, and it's also him going to the Raft to see what in the world is going on. And so right now you have these 2 superheroes going to the Raft. The thing is though, guys, as soon as they get close to the raft, of course, something hits the helicopter, making it crash into the raft. Now the thing is though, guys, with the power going out, you have Electro telling every single super villain that who is trying to leave the prison that they basically owe him one right now. They literally owe him one for him breaking them out of the raft. Now, we do jump back over to Luke Cage, Jessica Drew, Matt Murdock, and Foggy Nelson, because right now you have them at the lower level in the raft. And they're freaking out because the power just went out, which also means every single prisoner can leave their cell. And so you have Matt Murdock tell Jessica Drew, open up that door. Open up that door right now so I can talk to my client. And you have Matt Murdock walk into this prison cell and he is talking to the sentry. And he's like, listen, man, I need you to help us out because we all know that you are the most powerful person right now on the earth. We need you to help us out right now. Now guys, you do have Spider-Man and Captain America talk to one another. And the thing is though, guys, this is Steve Rogers kind of asking Spider-Man to work with him. Because right now, guys, you are talking about a full out prison break. And so right now you have Steve Rogers kind of like, we need to work together, because right now you're talking about a bunch of supervillains who are trying to break out of prison. Right now we need to work together on this. Now Spider-Man's kind of like, no man, listen, I think I can handle some of these bad guys by myself. The thing is though, guys, as soon as Peter Parker says that, of course, he does get overrun by a bunch of different super villains. Now, we do jump back over to Matt Murdock. And the thing is though, guys, you have Matt Murdock still trying to convince the Sentry to kind of help out right now. Because right now, guys, he's their best shot of actually winning this fight against a bunch of different supervillains. The thing is though, guys, right now you have the Sentry kind of like, no, I cannot join in this fight. I'm a bad person also. I put myself in this prison cell because I killed my wife. And the thing is though, guys, while Matt Murdock is trying to convince the Sentry to help out, the next thing you know, you have Carnage appear right behind Foggy Nelson. Now guys, this is huge because you're talking about a Spider-Man villain that Luke Cage, Jessica Drew aka Spider-Woman, and Matt Murdock aka Daredevil has never really fought up against. They never fought against the Carnage. And so right now, this is a new thing for them to fight against Carnage. And so you have Carnage kind of like basically beating up on them. Now you do have Foggy Nelson go inside the prison cell with the Sentry. And he's kind of like, listen, my friends are out there fighting against this madman. And they never fought anything like that at all. Definitely not my best friend, Matt Murdock. And right now, they can use your help. So please go out there and actually help fight against these bad guys. And the next thing you know, guys, you have the Sentry get on his feet. He moves so fast, he grabs Carnage, breaks a hole in the roof of the 8th floor, goes straight up into the sky, and he just literally rips Carnage in half. He's kind of like, bam, no more Carnage, he's out of the way, who's next? Now, I can't talk, guys, sorry. The thing is though, guys, you do have Jessica Drew realize that now there is a pathway for her and her friends to get back to the surface level. The thing is though, guys, out of nowhere, water does appear. Now, this water is not your usual water. This is Hydro Man trying to drown our heroes in the lower level of the raft. Now, you do have Jessica Drew able to grab Luke Cage, Matt Murdock, and Foggy Nelson and get them all up to the surface level. Now, the thing is though, guys, as soon as they get to the surface level, that is where you have Brian Michael Bendis tell us this is going to be your new superhero team. Spider-Woman, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Captain America, and his other character named the Sentry. This is going to be your new Avengers team. Now, the thing is though, guys, at the last second, you also have Iron Man join in the fight. And so it's kind of like, okay, cool. Now, this team just got even stronger. You're talking about Iron Man now joining this team against all these super villains. The thing is though, guys, at the very end of chapter 2, you have the Purple Man appear. Now guys, when it comes to the Purple Man, he is able to basically make you do whatever he wants you to do. And so you have the Purple Man tell Luke Cage, I'm gonna need you to kill yourself, but before you do that, also kill all your friends here. Kill Iron Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Daredevil, the Sentry, and also go kill Captain America. Go kill every single one of them. Now guys, with Purple Man trying to take over the mind of Luke Cage, this is huge because you're talking about Luke Cage here and he's about to attack the other superheroes. Now, luckily for the rest of the heroes, Luke Cage was able to fight against the powers of Purple Man because Luke Cage is kind of like, dude, I remembered you. You made my wife's life a living hell before she met me. You also told my wife that you were going to kill our child. Like right now, dude, I hate you. I hate you with a flaming passion. And so you have Luke Cage just start attacking Purple Man. He's kind of like, nah, man, I'm going to make sure you remember who I am. Now, you do have Brian Michael Bendis give us like a few pages of the new Avengers team fighting together against all these super villains. Now, the thing is though, guys, we do jump over to the next day and we do pick up with Steve Rogers right now kind of talking to Tony Stark about the fight that happened the night before on the raft. The thing is though, guys, you have Tony Stark tell Steve Rogers, we were lucky last night. We were lucky because we were able to catch at least half the villains that broke out of their prison cells. The thing is though, you still have a bunch of villains who got away. And now you're talking about a bunch of villains who are, some of them are killers, are out there right now in the world plotting their next big plan. And so you have Steve Rogers say, we need to reform the Avengers because right now the world is not the same without us, and we need a team to go out there and recapture all these different supervillains. Now, you do have Tony Stark say, I cannot finance a new Avengers team. I lost my job with the American government. My company is not doing well right now. I can't basically finance a new team. Now, you do have Steve Rogers say, and that's our problem right there. We kept worrying about money so much that we forgot the main goal of the Avengers. The main goal of the Avengers is to protect the world. And I believe the folks we saw last night, they feel the same way also. They don't care about money. They care about protecting people. Let that be what we need to believe in while we form this new Avengers team. And so you have Steve Rogers leave Tony Stark and he starts to go around the world or New York and he starts to recruit every single person who was there last night. He went to Peter Parker. He's kind of like, Peter, listen, I know you're Spider-Man. I know you're a teacher. I know you're a loner, but I believe that you'll be great to the team. So please join us. He went to Jessica Drew. He's kind of like, listen, I need somebody who works for S.H.I.E.L.D. but also works with us. And that gives us the ability to look into S.H.I.E.L.D. information because you work for S.H.I.E.L.D. But also you'll be a great asset to this team. She also joins the team. He goes to Luke Cage. He's kind of like, Luke, listen, I believe you will definitely be a great asset for this team. So please join the new Avengers. And you have Luke Cage also tell Cap he also agrees to join. Now, the one person who says no is Matt Murdock. He says no. He's kind of like, listen, right now, the whole world knows that Matt Murdock is Daredevil, and that is a big problem right there. And so right now, I'm trying to handle with that situation. I do not want to bring in my problems into this new Avengers team, which then leads to you guys dealing with my problems also, and that's not fair. And so you have Matt Murdock tell Steve Rogers that he is not joining the new Avengers team. Now, we do jump over to the Avengers Tower, or Stark Tower, sorry. But the thing is though, guys, this is the first meeting of the new Avengers. The thing is though, guys, while you have everybody inside talking to one another, Jessica Drew has not arrived yet because she's outside talking to somebody about being a spy. That right now she's going to spy on S.H.I.E.L.D., but also spy on the Avengers. The question is though, who is she talking to? Now guys, we do pick up with Jessica Drew going inside and joining the rest of the new Avengers. Now the thing is though, guys, she is right now acting normal, because right now she is basically spying on the new Avengers. Now the thing is though, guys, you do have Tony Stark and Steve Rogers call up S.H.I.E.L.D. But the thing is though, guys, S.H.I.E.L.D. has a new leader, and that new leader is Maria Hill. Now, Maria Hill, guys, this is her first appearance in Marvel Comics. Right here, this is her first appearance. The thing is though, guys, right now you have Steve Rogers asking Maria Hill to let the Sentry out of jail and let him join the new Avengers. Now, she tells him no. Like, matter of fact, guys, she tries to tell Steve Rogers, no, you cannot have the Sentry, but also you are not allowed to but to form the new Avengers. Now the thing is though, guys, you have Steve Rogers tell her, listen, you have my S.H.I.E.L.D. file. And in my file, I have the highest clearance that almost any person can have. And in that folder, it basically means that I can form any team I want to. And I do not need your permission to form a new Avengers team. Meaning that you can't stop me, no matter what you think you can do. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Maria Hill kind of update the Avengers with information she was able to gather after the breakout. And she says, listen, right now we have 42 supervillains out there. And the thing is though, we have no idea where they're at. But the thing is though, guys, you do have Maria Hill say, also, I came to find out that basically this attack that this person did at the raft, his goal was to break out one supervillain. The rest of the villains that got broken out, they were just a distraction. The main person that the main bad guy was sent to go to, he was only sent there to break out one person, and that one person got away. Now, while the Avengers are looking at the film of the raft battle, you do have Spider-Man realize the person that caused the breakout was Electro. Meaning that Electro was the person who broke into the raft, who broke out all those super villains, so because one villain can get away. And so you have Iron Man able to locate Electro, and they're kind of like, cool. So we're going to Boston, we're going to find Electro, and we're going to ask him a bunch of questions on why in the world did he do that last night. Now, you do have the Avengers fly over to Boston in their Quinjet, and the thing is though, guys, they were able to capture Electro very easily. Like, guys, you have Brian Michael Bendis use 2 pages and he wraps up the whole Electro on the loose thing very quickly. The thing is though guys, Electro was supposed to give the new Avengers some kind of information on what in the world is going on. Who was the villain that he was sent to break out? The thing is though guys, Electro fainted because Luke Cage was about to punch him. And so with him passed out right now, he is unable to give any information to the new Avengers. And so what they do next, they go back to the prisoners they were able to recapture after the breakout. And so you have Spider-Woman offer them food. They're kind of like, listen, if you're able to tell me who got broken out, like who was the main person for the breakout, I will give you all these nice, lovely donuts right here. And you have every single supervillain who got recaptured after the breakout say Electro was sent to break out Carl Lycos. And I really hope I pronounce his name correctly. Now, Carl Lycos is an old X-Men character. Guys, he is a mutant who basically absorbs life energy. The thing is though guys, he also turns into this pterodactyl character named Shuron. And I really hope I pronounced that name correctly. But the thing is though guys, with that information right there, it's kind of like cool. Shuron, aka Carl Lycos, also means that he is in the Savage Land, which also means we are going to the Savage Land. Now, you do have the new Avengers fly over to the Savage Land. The thing is though guys, when they get there, of course, they do get attacked by a bunch of dinosaurs, and you do have the new Avengers fight against all of these dinosaurs. The thing is though guys, right after they're able to defeat the dinosaurs, while Spider-Woman has her back towards the woods, out of nowhere, you have Wolverine pop his claws right around the neck of Spider-Woman. And it's kind of like, why is Wolverine about to attack Spider-Woman? Now guys, you do have Spider-Woman able to grab Wolverine, throw him on the ground, and stab him in the neck with his own claws. Now the thing is though guys, this is them realizing who each other is. She's kind of like, why in the world were you trying to attack me? And he's kind of like, why in the world did you stab me in the throat with my own claws? The thing is though, you have Wolverine tell Luke Cage, Spider-Woman, Captain America, and also Tony Stark and Spider-Man that right now, when he's in the Savage Land, his powers don't really work out very well. He is unable to figure out who in the world he is going after with their sense. And so the thing is though guys, he's kind of like, listen, while I was out here in the Savage Land sniffing around trying to find somebody, I smelled you guys. But the thing is though, while I'm in the Savage Land, my ability to smell out people goes haywire. And so I had no idea if you were a threat or you were somebody I can trust. And that's why I attacked you. Now, you do have Steve Rogers as Wolverine. Okay, well, that explains why you were about to attack Jessica Drew, but why are you in the Savage Land? And you have Wolverine tell Steve Rogers, listen, before the breakout, I got a phone call from a Spider-Man villain named the Scorcher. Now the thing is though guys, the Scorcher was called by somebody else here in the Savage Land to help out to break out Kyle Larkos. The thing is though, the Scorcher declined. The thing is though, when the breakout happened, he basically recalled the X-Men up and he told the X-Men, well me, that hey listen, that breakout was planned to break out Carl Lycos, and that was it. And so when I got that information, I got on one of the black jets and flew over here because hey listen, that's not good. Carl Lycos is on the loose again. The thing is though guys, while they are talking to one another, out of nowhere, they do get attacked by a bunch of mutates. Now guys, mutates are not really an important thing, and so I am not going to sit down here and try to explain who they are. All I'm going to say is they're basically native to the Savage Land. Now the thing is though guys, they do get overrun by these mutates. The thing is though, out of nowhere, somebody with the ability to knock out the Avengers knocks them out, and takes them as hostages. Now the thing is though guys, when they wake up, they are completely naked but hanging upside down from some kind of machine. Now, they are also greeted by Brainchild. Now guys, when it comes to Brainchild is basically the smartest mutate in the Savage Land. He has advanced intelligence. The thing is though guys, Mutate was able to capture the Avengers. Now, you do have Steve Rogers demand to talk to Kyle Lycos. And of course, Kyle Lycos does appear to talk to Steve Rogers. Now, this is where everything kinds of come together a little bit. Because the thing is though guys, when Kyle Lycos comes out from hiding to talk to Steve Rogers, you have Steve Rogers demand Kyle Lycos to just go ahead and give up, to come back in. Because when he broke out, of course, 44 other supervillains got out also. And so you have Steve Rogers say, you need to go ahead and come back with us. Now, you do have Kyle Lycos say, no, because I was an innocent man locked up. You have Kyle Lycos say, listen, I was taken by S.H.I.E.L.D. I was forced to work for Weapon X. I was forced to hunt down other mutants. And the thing is though, when I finally said no, they flipped out and they locked me up. And then they continued to experiment on me. That's why I broke out, because I am an innocent man who got locked up for doing something I didn't want to do. And the thing is though guys, you do have Wolverine and the rest of the Avengers kind of like, so you're telling me is you are an innocent man. You were taken by S.H.I.E.L.D., locked up by S.H.I.E.L.D. because they asked you to hunt down other mutants and you said no. And he's kind of like, yes. Now, Iron Man and Steve Rogers have heard enough. And so you have Tony Stark able to make his Iron Man armor, break the Avengers out, and they put their clothes back on and to fight against Sauron. Now the thing is though guys, while they're fighting against one another, the Avengers fighting against Kyle Lycos aka Sauron, you do have Sauron able to stop the Avengers in their track by using his abilities to kind of mind control them. The thing is though, you do have Sauron say, listen, the reason why I was broken out of prison was not just because I was an innocent man, because I was brought here by, and the thing is though, right before he is able to tell the Avengers who brought him here, he was shot in the head. The thing is though, they do get surrounded by S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. And the thing is though guys, the person who is leading this S.H.I.E.L.D. agent team is Yolanda Belova, the second Black Widow. Now, of course, you do have the new Avengers fight against Yolanda and these random S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who are with Yolanda. And the thing is though guys, this is not really a fair fight, because you're talking about the new Avengers fighting against a bunch of regular people. Yes, they are trained S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, but they're not really trained to fight up against the new Avengers. And so of course, you do have the new Avengers able to defeat Yolanda and all these S.H.I.E.L.D. agents very easily. Now, the thing is though guys, once the new Avengers were able to capture Yolanda, you do have Spider-Woman ask her a question. She's kind of like, listen, I know who you are. You are technically the second Black Widow, but also you are a level 5 agent, which means you are underneath me, which I am a level 7, but I do have a license to kill, which means if you don't start talking right now, I will blow your head off. So you better start telling me things right this moment. Now, the thing is though guys, you do have Yolanda tell Spider-Woman, okay fine, I will tell you what I know. I am being bossed around by the same people who hired you. And that's all she says. She says, I am working for the same people who hired you. meaning that this could be Shield's doing. All of this whole story could be Shield's doing. But the thing is though, you do have Yolanda get attacked by Sharon, because he did not die. Even though he got shot right in the head, apparently he was able to absorb a little bit of Wolverine's healing factor. And so he was able to survive the shot in the head, but he was able to get revenge against Yolanda because he does spit a flame at her body, which does give her a bunch of burns all over her body, and she does escape into the jungle. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have the new Avengers kind of knock out Sharon once again, but the thing is though, it's kind of like, we need to find her, but also find the rest of the Shield agents who are with her, because something is going on here. Now the thing is though, guys, you do have the new Avengers go to the base of Shield in the Savage Land. And the thing is though, guys, you have Iron Man tell the rest of the Avengers that this outpost should not be here, meaning that Shield should not be here at all. But the thing is though, guys, also the Shield agents that were with Yolanda, they are also making mutates work for them. They are forcing mutates, these people of the Savage Land, dig up vibranium. And so you have Spider-Woman say this outpost should not exist at all, meaning that Yolanda and whoever is helping her set up this outpost as a way to stock up weapons. The big question is though, who in the world in Shield is doing this? Because again, this outpost should not be here. And now they're forcing people of the Savage Land as slaves to dig up vibranium to make more weapons. Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have the new Avengers agree that they should just go ahead and wipe out the Shield agents. The thing is though, when they do go in to attack this Shield base that's right now forcing every single Savage Land person, you have Maria Hill appear in a helicarrier and she blows the whole place up. I mean, she wipes everything clear. She killed all those Shield agents. She killed all those people in Savage Land. She just sent one small bomb in and boom, everything is gone. Now, we do jump over to the next day, or possibly a couple hours after she blew up everything. But the thing is though, guys, you have Steve Rogers yelling at Maria. She's kind of like, not she, he's kind of like, what's wrong with you? You just killed a bunch of people. We don't do that. Yes, they were rogue Shield agents. Yes, they were forcing people to be slaves, but we still do not kill. And you also killed those innocent people. Why? To hide up your mistake because you had Shield agents go rogue and basically set an outpost up in the Savage Land? Like, own up to that. Don't be a little weird person who just kills people to hide things. Own up to it. And the thing is though, you have Maria Hill say, listen, my team were able to figure out we had a bunch of people go rogue. And we knew that we had to take care of them because they were going rogue and they were basically making those people dig up vibranium to make weapons to attack us, the good side of Shield. And so to go ahead and handle that problem, it made more sense to just go ahead and blow them up, to go ahead and get them out of the way, because they were going to start a war in Shield. It was going to be a civil war between Shield versus Shield. Now, the thing is though, guys, after Maria Hill leaves the Avengers, you do have Iron Man kind of talk to the rest of the Avengers. And he's kind of like, listen, this whole time I've been basically hacking into the Shield database. And the thing is though, there were about 10 prisoners who were basically told to the world that they died. In their files, they said they died about a couple years ago, before the breakout. The thing is though, there has been no bodies. there hasn't been anything that says, hey, here's your proof of this person being dead. Which means is somebody is kidnapping people, taking them away, and possibly one, absorbing their powers, or two, forming their own team. But people are missing inside this prison. They've been missing before the breakout happened. The question is though, where did they go? Now, you do have like Steve Rogers and Tony Stark arguing the fact that should Wolverine join the team, because Wolverine is a murderer. Like, he will literally kill you if he wants to. But the thing is though, you have Tony Stark say, I believe Wolverine should join the new Avengers. And the thing is though, guys, to wrap up this video, you do have us jump back over to Yolanda. And the thing is though, guys, we couldn't find out Yolanda survived the fire attack from Sharon. But the thing is though, right now she's in a hospital. She is covered up because she is burned all over her body. The thing is though, guys, somebody comes to Yolanda and he offers her the chance to get revenge against the Avengers. And guys, that wraps up today's video. And guys, I do hope you like this video, and if you do, please hit that like button and also subscribe for more comic book videos in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, let me know in the comments below. But guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next comic book video.